If you are feeling stuck in and depressed by your business, I can almost guarantee it's because of this issue. So every week I have the privilege of being able to work with a variety of business owners on getting systems in place. And this week I am lucky enough to have been able to work with startups and established business owners, right? These are people that have been in business over 10, 15 years, built a team. And at both stages, you will find the same thing. People feeling stuck in and depressed by those businesses they built for freedom and enjoyment. So what I noticed, which I think is really interesting to share on some content, is that regardless of the stage, the underlying issue is the same, right? So I was talking to a self-employed electrician today, and he's a little bit stuck, not making the progress that he'd like to make towards his goals at the speed he would like to. And when I asked what the priorities were and what he was focusing on, he told me a load of things, and this isn't just this person, this is very common. He told me a load of stuff that wasn't really going to affect the goal or address the issues. So I called that out. I said, well, that's interesting because the main focus in your business right now is to get more leads in to your core product. Yet you've said your main priorities are tidying up this thing and making this piece of software nicer, which seems a little bit irrelevant. Like, surely the main goal is to do the things that are going to drive the leads. So I kept digging and I kept digging and I kept digging. And what we got to was, yeah, I do need to get more leads in, but I'm really nervous about getting on camera. I don't really enjoy networking. And I just don't know where to start. So when we got down to the root cause of the issue, we found out there was actually some limiting beliefs, some fears, some stuff that makes that person uncomfortable. And instead of addressing that, what we tend to do is just make ourselves busy with stuff that we don't mind doing. Also, when I work with more established business owners, I'm like, well, why are you not able to take any holiday? Why can't you just get the team to do stuff? And what we'll normally find is that they need to have somebody in a more senior role in the business. And to have somebody in a more senior role in the business, they need to pay somebody some more money. So we're like, why don't you just do that? And then we find out, well, the business doesn't make enough money to do that. So we're like, okay, well, what do we need to do to make enough money? And normally it's going to be charge more for the services that we provide because we don't want to work with thousands more customers. We're like, okay, so we need to raise the prices and get the packages right. And then we find out, no, I'm really nervous about charging more or my customers might leave me. So we're like, okay, so what's actually keeping you stuck is a fear around increasing your pricing. That's what's stopping you being able to hand over to the team and get out of the business. And what you do is, instead of addressing that, is you make yourself busy with other stuff. And you make yourself busy with other stuff, you don't make progress, you feel stuck, you get to the end of the year, you've been really busy, but nothing's improved. And the reason for that is because we didn't focus on the stuff that really matters. So if you're feeling stuck, ask yourself that question. What's the thing that I need to do to move this business forward? And what am I avoiding? If you ask yourself that question and find the answer, you'll start making progress again.